Let's go.
Yeah. Hi, welcome to our Monday night Juice Plus experience call. Tonight is about surgery and post-recovery, which I've had a lot to do with before the products and after the products. So my main inspiration is to inspire healthy living for women and men all over the world, which is what I've been doing. My name's Barbie Kempton. I'm an SDVF, and I've been with the Juice Plus company now for Tuesday. So, but first I want to flip over to a beautiful friend and mentor to talk about our products. And Fiona is an awesome boss mama, boss babe. I love her. So over to you, Fiona. Okay, maybe Fiona's not here. Modern technology, don't you love it? Okay, well, maybe I can shoot over to our first story, which is by the lovely Jackie Crayford. Unmute yourself, doll, and tell us about your story.
Awesome. Hey, everyone. Sorry about the lighting. I'm actually sitting in my car at the moment. Anyway, I've actually been on my Juice Plus journey for coming up nearly a year, and it just made so much sense to me. And I originally got the product for my children as they were both suffering seasonal asthma, allergies, and eczema, and I thought that I was already healthy enough but there was no harm in taking it too. 12 years ago at the age of 26, and I had to have surgery to remove the disease, and I remember my recovery being really slow and quite painful, and all the doctors could do at the time for me was just throw painkiller after painkiller at me. So I was on anti-inflammatories, I was on tramadol, endone when it got really bad, and yeah, it was just well, you're just going to have to sort of live with it type thing. Present for endometriosis, and trying to control it with sort of diet and exercise and all those sorts of things. But April this year, I actually found myself on the surgeon's table again. And even though my symptoms weren't as bad sort of this time around, when they got in there, they actually found it was quite advanced. And so I actually had a large portion of tissue removed from my pelvic wall when, like, I didn't actually realize how much they had actually removed until I went back for my 6-month checkup, and I did have a little diagram, but they actually did what was called a butterfly incision. So I had disease on the left hand, the right hand side, and at the back of my pelvic wall. So they've just taken it out in one fell swoop. And so when I went back for my 6-month checkup and they told me this, I actually said to them, well, you've taken that much tissue, but I didn't need the endone that they sent me home with. So they were blown away that I didn't actually need those strong painkillers. Like I took Panadol, that's all I took. And I was back to normal activities after 3 weeks, instead of the usual sort of, they say sort of 4 to 6 weeks. I found that my surgical sites had healed really well and really fast with minimal scarring. And the whole time I wasn't fatigued or run down at all. So I just feel that having Juice Plus in my diet did contribute to a faster recovery. The differences between my 2 surgeries were like night and day. And I know it works at a cellular level, and it can take some time to see results, but this has sealed it for me. And along with the changes that I've seen in my kids' health, I can, I can see myself being on this product for the rest of my life, because that's how much it's helped me and my children. So thank you for listening.
Thanks, Jackie. That was awesome. Yeah, it's amazing the benefits of just natural fruit and vegetables, what they actually do for us. Like, it's amazing. Next person. Oh, Fiona's back. Cool. Fiona is, as I said, is boss mama, boss babe, a very great friend of mine, and she's going to talk about product. Take it away, Fiona.
Thank you. Thanks, Barbie. Hi, guys. I'm Fiona, and I've been in the business for about 2 years now. And I'm really excited and passionate to know, because I know exactly what they've done for my family and for myself. And it's just quite phenomenal. So, it's a story. So I have 3 boys. I'm a mum of 3. And when I found the products, my friend reached out to me and said, hey, you might be interested to take a look at these. My son at the time had severe anxiety. And I'll go into that story because that's another story. But he actually had amazing results with diminishing his anxiety. So when I saw that, I just was blown away, because nothing was sort of working for him, and we just couldn't believe the results that he was having. And for myself, I was a zombie mum, not sleeping very well. I had a 4-month-old baby. I was having really sugar cravings like you wouldn't believe. I just would reach for the diet, to give me that energy, and I thought that would really work. But that crash in the afternoon, and I'd be craving more sugar. So it just made sense to me. 2 weeks on the products, I just felt amazing. I couldn't believe how much energy I was having. I was sleeping better, to the fact that my son would come in, my oldest, and would say, Mum, Cohen's crying, and I wouldn't hear him because I was sleeping so soundly. So yeah, when I saw the amazing results, I just fell in love with the products. So yeah, I'm excited to share with you today. So first, I just want to share some interesting facts. At the moment in Australia, 1 in 2 people are dying of heart disease, and 1 in 3 people are dying of cancer. Most people are only going to the doctor when they're sick, and they're not looking at preventable, and that's by doing one thing every day, and that's by eating fruit and veggies. 7 to 13 serves of fruit and veggies every day. And to be able to do that, it can be difficult, because we're all busy, and it can be quality of foods you're eating are like out there. And in Australia at the moment, also less than 3% of adults are getting a minimum of fruit and veggies into their diet. And it's even less for kids, which is so scary, anywhere near what we should be eating. And it just made sense to us. It's an easy way. So really what we have is a triad of health. We have the capsules, the amazing capsules. And basically they are just 31 vine-ripened fruit, veggies and berries in a vegan capsule. And they take care of your immune system. Berries in a capsule. So the process is simple. They pick all the fruit and veggies at the peak of the ripeness, and it's pulverized down to a pulp, and it's dehydrated, which removes all the water and all the sugar. And the sugar molecules attach itself to the water, so you're getting all the nutrients with no sugar. Like I said, we don't know what we're getting from the supermarket anymore, and we don't know how fresh it is and whether it's been frozen or how long it's been frozen for. So this, for example, Granny Smith apples are picked in April. So if you're picking one up now, you're eating like a 3-month-old apple. So when I sort of heard that, I thought, oh gosh, you just don't know what the quality's like. But really, this is not to take, it's not to replace fruit and veggies. It's in addition to. So really, it's like bridging the gap between what you should be eating and what your family are currently eating. So what I love is, you're getting all those nutrients into your body every day, and it's super easy, super convenient, and you're taking care of your micronutrients. So and it's at it's basically picked at its peak of ripeness when it's most nutritionally dense. The products are all bioavailable, so they get in your blood. You're not going to have any disco wee. So in 5 minutes when you take the products, your body's going to get them into the bloodstream. And when an adult goes in the products, that's a child goes free. We're the company with the heart. So when you jump on the products, you can sponsor a child for 4 years between the ages of 4 to 18 for absolutely free. So that was a no-brainer for us. And also jumped on and sponsored my other son. So yeah, 96% of parents are actually reporting really amazing results with their kids' concentration, and they're craving more fruit and veggies, drinking water, and it's helping to change their palates. And that's what I've noticed with my kids. And it doesn't have to be your child. It can be like a neighbor, or it can be your grandchild. It doesn't have to be your child, which is all. So we also have another product, which is the complete. I don't have any vanilla because I'm a chocoholic. So we have Dutch chocolate and French vanilla. And these are nutrition dust because they're full of awesome, amazing superfoods. And these take care of your macronutrients. And these take care of, like I was saying before, about your immune system. This is the digestive health. These guys are packed with funky ingredients, things you wouldn't buy, like quinoa, millet, alfalfa sprouts, pumpkin powder, spirulina, things that I've never even seen in the shop. And yeah, it tastes delicious, just like a chocolate milkshake. I have mine with water. You can have them on almond milk, and they're delicious. And what I love, my favorite thing, is they are packed with a natural mood booster called niacin. So when you have, it actually does boost your mood. And I notice when I'm out, because I feel a bit cranky in the morning, and I have these for breakfast, and I share them with my son, my 2-year-old, and we have them every morning, and we have a bit of Greek yogurt in ours, and I have mine with water, and I feel like it fills me up for the day, and it's a really great start. You can also have them pre-workout, post-workout, and healthy snack or a healthy afternoon tea for the kids. You can make pancakes with them. There's really yummy things that you can make with them. So our last product is based omegas. And these guys, this takes care of the immune system, the digestive system, and now the system. So these are amazing. They are fairly new to our range, and they are actually good fat. You're not going to have the fishy aftertaste because the fish actually... so we have gone straight to the plant source. You're not going to have the fishy aftertaste like you do with other omegas, which is awesome. And it's all plant-based and good fatty acids that you need, and great for your hair, skin and nails, joints, memory, brain function, clarity. But we can't tell you exactly what you're going to notice by adding 31 fruit, veggies and berries to your diet. We just know that you're going to definitely have that health upgrade, that you're going to feel amazing. But we can't tell you exactly what you notice because everyone has a hierarchy. So that's pretty much it. I love these guys, and I'll be on these products for life. It just makes sense to me, and the changes that we've noticed are just amazing. So thanks, Barbie. I'll pass it back to you.
Thanks, Fiona. That was so good. Yeah, these products are amazing. Like, I've had so many good results. Before I tell my story, I'm going to pass it over to beautiful Candy, and she's got a story to tell as well. So over to you, hon.
Thanks so much, Barb. Tonight I just wanted to share some stories. I'm a personal trainer who specialises in women's health and relation. And the results that I've seen with my clients who have had knee replacements, hip replacements, gastric banding or sleeve, compared to the ones who are on the product, who are not on the product, have been absolutely second to none. I had a gentleman who not only was taking the products prior to his operation, it was about 9 months prior to his knee replacement. He was also doing a healthy living program, and obviously before operations, sometimes we need to lose weight, we need to get our health back on track, maybe reduce blood pressure. He had some incredible results leading into his operation, so he was so fighting fit, and the doctors couldn't believe his recovery. I remember being in the hospital 2 days later, and they're like, yeah, you can go home and you can, his range was phenomenal. Post 2 weeks later, they just could not believe. They're like, what are you doing? What were you doing prior? How did you do this? Your recovery is incredible. And he's like, look, he was a chef and he wasn't eating very well. And he's like, look, this is all I've changed. And just by, slowly adapting some of those life changes with our program, and obviously he was taking the trio and the shakes as well. He was just flying. His recovery was absolutely brilliant, to the point that he could go in and get his next one done within several months. And normally there's quite a big gap between getting one knee to another if you're going to do it separately. So he was phenomenal. And then I've just had two women, two ladies in their early 60s. They're very young spunks, both go and get hip replacements. And again, it's been their recovery post-surgery that has just absolutely had their surgeons and doctors kind of going, well, you're in great shape. This is the healthiest, going into these kind of surgeries, because they're very large surgeries, that, they're having amazing results. So, and they're putting it down like their inflammation is so reduced compared to what people who aren't taking the products are having. And just the way the body is healing, it's, they've obviously got that optimal health to help their bodies heal through these through these operations, and even down to the scarring and things like that is it's been phenomenal. But one big thing for me that I've seen, especially with clients who are going through the sleeving or the banding, these people can't get food into them, like they would. They're really restricted on their nourishment. And I get a lot of clients after these operations, their weight's coming back on. And it's because their bodies are so malnourished, because they can't eat a lot of the fibrous food, and the fruits and veggies really go out the window. So having this product in their bodies has, not only helped their health and their recovery from the surgeries, but it's also, bridging that gap with what they now can't have. And, a lot of them were lacking so many essential vitamins and minerals because they're not eating those foods. That Juice Plus are really helping bridge that gap. So it's not just that pre-surgery, post-surgery, it's also like the ongoing effects that I'm seeing through clients. It's been wonderful. So that's why I can recommend it so wholeheartedly. I love it. I take the product, and I really see a difference between clients who have the product leading into surgeries to the ones that don't. Pretty much 99% have a really different outcome. So I'm very, very excited to share that with people.
Thanks, Candy. That was really awesome. Yeah, I love sharing. I love sharing the stories and the amazing results that everyone gets. My story is, the reason I wanted to talk about surgery and recovery. As I said, I've only been with the company since July last year. So prior to 2 years ago, I had a bowel perforation and repair. I had a bowel perforation years ago, and I had to have it all repaired. Big major surgery, some adhesions, which is scar tissue that had wrapped themselves around the wall of the bowel and the wall of the stomach. And I just thought, I hate anaesthetic, they make me so sick. And my recovery after that, should have only been 4 weeks. It took 8 weeks, and I had infection after infection after infection. I'm allergic to most antibiotics, so it makes it really hard. It took me forever. I then end up back in hospital on a drip because the oral antibiotics just didn't work. It took me a long time to get over that, and there was you know, there was just so many ups and downs with it. Like I said, infection, and then there was something that they just couldn't control and get on top of. Then, so that was prior to being on the product. And then in January this year, I've had 2 surgeries this year. So in January this year, I had what we call a strangulated hernia. Really dangerous. It was an emergency. But went in there, anaesthetic always takes its toll on me, but that's okay. Came out of there and I wasn't feeling, like I was really sore, obviously. But within a couple of days, I was feeling like better. Like I had a lifeline. I had my juice plus and my bed tray. Like that's my lifeline. When can I eat? When can I have my fruit and veg? I came home, no infection, no post-op infection whatsoever. No high temperatures, no fevers. And I recovered, like I was told 6 weeks, and I was walking around without a big problem in about 4 weeks. So to me, that was like, oh my God, you know, this is what it's done for me. Sorry. And I noticed such a big difference. And I had shoulder surgery only 2 months ago, probably. And even that, the recovery was so much better. Like my physio just said, wow, I can't believe it. So my recovery after my surgeries from being on the products is, you know, it's just a 100%, like, you know, no infections and no fevers, and having more energy than what I did 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago, I just thought, oh, I can't handle this. But this I've bounced back from, you know. I've surprised my physio, I've surprised my doctors. And the products haven't just helped my surgery and recovery, they've helped. I have other health issues, and, you know, I'm having amazing blood test results. So everything, you know, coincides with it all, that the benefits of natural fruit and veggies and berries that we put into our bodies every day. I will never go off products. I'm there for life. My husband's on them. My granddaughters are on them. So, and my nieces. So, that's my story. And if this resonates with anyone that you have been invited on the call, go back to the person that invited you on. And I hope this has helped some of you out there. Thank you.